Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into cognitive appraisal theory. It's this really interesting idea about why, the same thing can happen, but people react completely differently.
Exactly. The theory basically says our emotions don't just happen to us. They come from how we interpret or appraise what's going on.
So it's all about our take on things. We want to unpack that today,
Mm.
what it is, how it works, and, well, what it means for us day to day.
Right. And it starts with this idea of appraisal happening in like two main stages. First up is primary appraisal.
Okay.
That's your immediate assessment. Is this relevant to me? Is it good, bad, or just neutral?
Like a quick filter. You hear a car horn, is that just noise, or is it a warning aimed at me?
Exactly that, a gut check. Then, almost instantly, comes secondary appraisal.
Which is,
That's where you evaluate your resources. Can I cope with this? What can I do about it?
okay. So sticking with the car horn, if I decide it's a threat, the secondary appraisal is, can I jump out of the way?
Precisely. And assessing whether you can jump out of the way or if you're stuck, that's what shapes the specific emotion, fear, maybe panic, or perhaps just annoyance if you realize you're safe.
And you're saying this happens super fast, like we're not consciously sitting there thinking through stages 1 and 2.
Generally, no. It's incredibly quick, often completely unconscious. Our brain does this heavy lifting behind the scenes.
That feels quite different from some of the older ways of thinking about emotion, doesn't it?
It really does. You had theories like James Lange suggesting, we see a bear, we run, and because we're running, we feel fear.
The physical reaction comes first.
Right. Or Canonbard, who said the physical reaction and the feeling happen at the same time, triggered by the event.
But cognitive appraisal adds a crucial layer.
Yes. It puts the thought, the interpretation right in the middle. The thought that bear is dangerous and I can't escape is what triggers both the running and the feeling of fear.
So the same event, say public speaking, could be appraised as a terrifying threat by one person.
Leading to anxiety.
And as an exciting opportunity by another.
Exactly. Leading to, well, excitement, maybe some nerves, but positive ones. It highlights how individual it all is.
Which comes down to our own baggage.
Yeah.
Our past experiences, what we believe.
Absolutely. Personality, past traumas, learned beliefs, they all create these individual filters for how we appraise situations. Two people get the same feedback at work. One sees constructive criticism, the other feels attacked. Different appraisals, different emotions.
Which leads to a really powerful idea. If our thoughts shape our feelings, can we change the thoughts?
That's the core of reappraisal. Can we learn to look at situations differently, to consciously shift our interpretation?
So instead of automatically thinking, this is a disaster, maybe learn to think, okay, this is a challenge. How can I handle it?
Precisely. It's about actively challenging those initial, often negative appraisals and finding more constructive or realistic ones. And doing that consistently can build emotional resilience.
Does this apply clearly to specific emotions, like anxiety or anger?
Definitely. Anxiety often stems from appraising something as threatening and feeling you lack the resources or control to deal with it. That threat plus I can't cope combination is potent.
Okay. And anger?
Anger is frequently linked to appraisals of injustice, being wronged, or having your goals blocked unfairly. That sense of this shouldn't be happening or this isn't fair.
And this isn't just theory, is it? This gets used practically.
Oh, absolutely. It's fundamental to cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. A huge part of CBT is helping people identify the specific appraisals driving difficult emotions.
Like anxiety or depression.
Exactly. And then learning techniques to challenge and modify those appraisals. It's essentially applied reappraisal training.
Makes sense. I wonder, too, about cultural factors. Does culture influence how we appraise things?
Massively. What's considered stressful, what's seen as an insult, how appropriate it is to show certain emotions, these are all shaped by cultural norms and values, which feed directly into our appraisal process.
Right. So maybe failing an exam is appraised very differently depending on the cultural emphasis on academic achievement.
For instance, yeah. And plenty of research backs this up, showing appraisal patterns really do predict emotional experiences in real life.
So pulling it all together, the big takeaway seems to be about, well, recognizing the power of our own thoughts.
It really is. Understanding cognitive appraisal gives you, the listener, a kind of insight into your own emotional engine. Becoming aware of how you interpret events is the first step towards potentially responding differently, maybe more adaptively. It boosts self-awareness, your emotional intelligence.
Your thoughts really do shape your feelings.
So maybe think about a recent time you felt, say, really frustrated. What were the specific thoughts running through your head? What was your appraisal of that situation? Just noticing that can be eye-opening.
Definitely food for thought. Exploring how our own appraisals work seems like a path to, well, maybe understanding ourselves a bit better and navigating our emotions more effectively.